Hello, and welcome back to the Miraculous Fanworks YouTube channel. The YouTube team is back with another Top 10 video. We once again placed a survey in the Miraculous Fanworks Discord server's reading chat channel, asking members to submit their favorite Blanc, Akumatized Adrien fanfics. This Top 10 is once again based first on the number of votes that the story had gotten in the survey, with the amount of kudos the fic has on Archive of Our Own Breaking Any Ties. The stories in this video are also rated general audiences through mature audiences using the rating system utilized by Archive of Our Own. Any stories submitted to the survey that were rated not safe for work for sexual content were not included. It should also be noted that all the mentioned fanfics in this video have been added to a collection on Archive of Our Own. The link to the collection could be found in the description below, as well as a link to the Miraculous Fanworks Discord server. Before we get started, do you like how we're doing? Let us know by hitting the like and subscribe buttons below. Comments are also very much appreciated. Number 10, Little Kitty on a Roof by GG_Bug. This fic is incomplete. Marinette is just an ordinary girl with an ordinary life, who happens to leave food out for a stray white cat. Catboy. Number 9, Blank Skies by 11JJ11. Little Kitty on the Rooftop, not alone, for he has his lady, in which Blanc was able to win. Number 8, Phantom Pain by Miss Etchi. The timeline of Blanc may be erased, but the ignorant heroes of Paris still suffer the scars. Feeling like your body is being beaten up in your father's presence, or your heart breaking in your beloved classmate's presence, isn't normal, right? But what can Adrien do but what he knows? Endure it. Stay silent. It should all pass, even if it's an endless cycle. Number 7, Burning Hearts by Her Alter Ego. Ladybug slips back into her room and de-transforms, only to find a bewildered Cat Noir watching her transform into the girl he was meant to have a movie night with. Awkward reveals, accidental akumatized Cat Noir, angsty love confections, and finally, Hawkmoth learns who Ladybug is. A final showdown versus Hawkmoth. Number 6, A Sound of Thunder by Tempo Mental. Bye-bye, little. Actually, that's your line, isn't it? Sorry. Ladybug stared at the man in front of her. Tall, shaggy but not unkempt blonde hair. Oh yeah, and he was wearing a ladybug costume. Who are you? Oh, right, sorry. He drew himself up to his full height and proudly announced, My name is Adrien Agreste, and I've come from the future to rescue you. Number 5, Like an Anthem in My Heart by Guardian Karen Terrier. Adrien ends up making a snap decision, that if he can't avoid the Akuma, he can at least make sure that it isn't Cat Noir that Ladybug has to fight. Claws in, he manages in a frantic wheeze, backing into the side of a building so fast that his back scrapes it. His claws scrape it too, when he digs them into the brickwork a moment later, because his transformation doesn't drop, and that's never happened before. Plag! Claws in, please! He's still trying to de-transform when the Akuma lands on his bell and sinks in. Number 4, A Different Approach by Shauna Cannon. Adrien finds out Ladybug's true identity. Since Cat Noir has been thoroughly friend-zoned, he figures maybe he can woo her as Adrien. But that means doing it without his mask, and that's scarier than any supervillain Hawkmoth could throw at him. Before we get into our top 3, let's have some honorable mentions to stories that did not make the top 10. Wild Stray Cat, You're a Real Gone Guy by Sagan's Jagger. This wasn't how they were meant to fight Hawkmoth. Cat Noir wasn't supposed to chase down every single butterfly. He wasn't supposed to take them for himself or become Blanc every other night. He wasn't supposed to show up on Marinette's doorstep and cage her in her room. He wasn't meant to strangle all rational thought by his presence alone. And Marinette definitely wasn't supposed to fall in love with an akumatized version of her partner in arms. White to Black by the Mouse 1976 _Ottawa. Marinette remembered her jaunt in the other timeline, remembered seeing Cat Noir as Cat Blanc. So when she awoke to find him watching over her, having saved her civilian self from an attack, to say she was confused was an underestimation. To say she was confused was an understatement. But this isn't the same Cat Blanc. He isn't an akumatized Cat Noir, since Plague is also present. This is another boy she knows, a special project and attempt by Hawkmoth and a new kind of Akuma. And he is fighting it. In the After by Mamadon. It's the perfect resolution to all of their love problems. Adrien is Cat Noir and Marinette is Ladybug. They're in love with each other. Surely happily ever after is what comes next, right? What happens in the after? Faceless by Julia FC. When Ladybug rejects Cat Noir one time too many and a little too harshly, Adrien is left heartbroken and unable to process the umpteenth blow. This leads him to be akumatized to Faceless, an Akuma whose power is to change people into the face of their true love. Identities get revealed, Marinette confesses her feelings, and Luca ends up wearing a different pair of earrings for once. To Save a Loved One by Ink Jackets. Adrien almost gets akumatized, again. Ladybug checks up on him. For one blissful moment, everything is well, but things take a dark turn when Hawkmoth makes Adrien an offer he doesn't know how to refuse. Love, sacrifice, betrayal, hope. For better or worse, Adrien and Marinette both learn how far some people are willing to go to save the ones they love. Now, back to our countdown. Number 3, Hold Me by Both Hands by Angel of the Queers. I know he said never to take you back, Plague mutters, but he'd change his tune if he knew. He looks Adrien straight in the eye and, more serious than Adrien's ever seen him before, says, "There's someone you gotta meet. He's been looking for that book for ages." How differently might the events of Season 2 have gone if Adrien had also known of Master Fu from the start? Number 2, Trouble in White by I'm the Punch Lord. Finding your soulmate is supposed to be uplifting and amazing and just miraculous. But for Marinette, it wasn't any of that. Her soulmate, he was... What does one do when your soulmate is an Akuma? And finally, number 1, In Another Life by Makauzaran. When Cat Blanc escapes into Marinette's timeline, she does everything she can to keep him happy until reinforcements arrive. Meanwhile, Cat Noir watches his akumatized self act all lovey-dovey with his friend, and it makes him feel things. Namely, jealousy. Maybe he does think of Marinette as more than a friend after all. Thank you for joining us in this adventure. If you would like to participate in our next Top 10 survey, feel free to join us at the Miraculous Fanworks Discord server. The link can be found in the description below. Thanks for watching, and have a miraculous day. Want exclusive insights into upcoming server events and news? How about access to our VIP channel and a special role on the server? Or maybe a physical copy of a vinyl sticker sent to you each month? Interested? Check out our Patreon for more information. And don't forget to stay miraculous.